EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go here in Tokyo. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. Powering his way forward. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll motion McLaurin left. 2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They go back to the ground with Williams to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throw left side complete. That's Williams. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. In motion, the tight end. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Come on, set.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off the option, here's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw here. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Let's go.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Ready? Set, go.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. So an agile move, but not a big gain. Down right near the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That is caught, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Got a man open. It's Sutton. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The rookie from Tennessee orchestrating things well. It's a 1st down here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Okay, ready?
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Go! Smash!
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Go!
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He may go. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback. And it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take it across midfield and down. By the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Lion.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Across midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dragons nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
70 Ranger.
Now Williams running left. Taken down at the 42. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. Down to about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the counter, here's Williams to the 27-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because They have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Here we go, set.
Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Rocco switch. Unlock Lion. Unlock Lion. Take go.
They'll give it to him again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Dragons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And credit the tackle to Percy Butler.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get up.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Out of the gun now on third down. And now here's another interception.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 13.
Throw left side there, Schwartz with it.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 40 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes this to Sutton. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
That's another Tokyo first down.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams trucks over him. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll set up a throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 run.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown 49ers.
Anthony Schwartz.
30 yards.
And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Shut up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Shot alert. Set.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Niners 42, Dragons 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
18, Pioneer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say sayonara from Tokyo.